a word on the numbers. I heard you mention the number of restaurants you have in Mumbai. Now, can you tell us what's the overall restaurants that you have classified, if you can, geography-wise? The reason I asked this question is I remember a conversation that we may have had a few quarters or a few years back. I don't remember what, wherein you had told me then that there are a number of places wherein you were still opening up your first restaurant.
Yes.
So, what's the status now in 2022, and how do you expect it to be 5 years out?
Sure. So you see, things keep evolving and changing, and therefore what was true 10 years ago is not true today, and I'm very certain it won't be true day after tomorrow. I'll explain what I mean. We started with Mumbai. We built our cold chain, our supply chain, our ops, and everything around Mumbai. Yeah, at least from our point of view in Westlife and Hardcastle, we went about it quite systematically. After Mumbai, we went to Pune, Ahmedabad, and so on, and we built a circle. Yeah, then as late as 2004, 2005, we planted the first store in Bangalore. Yeah, people were telling us we are crazy. How can you ignore a market like Bangalore? But it was not about ignoring Bangalore. We knew we were going to be a bit late, but we had to get the foundation right. The minute we planted our first seed in Bangalore, yeah, we kept opening in Bangalore. Yeah, before we went anywhere else. Today we have 45 restaurants in Bangalore, and we compete on a very strong basis with our competition. Then we went to Hyderabad and Chennai and so on and so forth. Similarly, we keep expanding our footprint in a systematic manner. So, for example, one day, a few years ago, just pre-COVID, we extended the footprint to Nagpur, which is right in the center of the country effectively, and then to Raipur and all of that. So every time we open a store in such markets, then the adjacency around that starts becoming available to us. Our cold chain gets extended, infrastructure, operations, people, training, all of that starts getting built. And therefore, in other words, yet we are only in 40, 50 cities. Yeah. So therefore, you will see a lot more McDonald's.
What's the scope?
The scope is 120, 130.
Okay.
And therefore, you will see a lot of cities where it will be the first McDonald's.
Okay.
And, just to give you an example, very recently we opened in Ahmednagar, we opened in Shirdi. And what we are doing when we are going to these smaller towns, as I call it, global world, these are big towns. So I'll take Valsad as an example. We opened in Valsad, we opened with a freestanding drive-through. And the kind of response we got, 30 car parks, a beautiful drive-through McDonald's experience with a McCafe experience of the future, it just exposes the city to a whole different experience. And therefore, what we are saying to ourselves is that when we are putting the first McDonald's in many of these markets, can it be an experience that completely redefines their eating out experience, right? And then our point of view is that is what they will expect from the rest of the industry. And we are at least hoping that we sort of set the new benchmark. And as we are building experience of the future in McCafes, it will push the whole industry to invest and sort of keep up with what we are trying to do. So we think it kind of works quite well.